Okay, hey guys, just thought I'd, I'm not gonna aim that at me, I wanted to aim the back areas a little better. Yeah, my wife went out today, she had some cleaning jobs to go do, and, so, she went over to this little town, Tioga, in Pennsylvania, here to, do her jobs, and she said there's, like, this is just a tiny little town. I mean, you picture, you know, blink and miss it town. That's Tioga. So, anyway, she said there's yard sales all over the place over there. So, I figured I'd take a drive over there and see what I can see. Hopefully, you're still there because I didn't have a car to go over this morning. She was over there with the car, and my daughter had the other car. She goes to work, and she has to be to work at 6 in the morning, so she works at a bakery and a department store. So, not department, grocery store, but, yeah, so, anyway, I had to wait for her to get home, and she worked a little later, so it's actually after 12 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm going out the yard selling. Which, I mean, I don't think you want to call that Mr. Hustle when you're doing it like that, but I had some packages I had some stuff to package up. I sold another one of those glass canning jar lids, and one of those spools of weed whacker string that I got there the other day. I didn't even see that guy. Sorry, man. I didn't even see I didn't even see a motorcycle coming. That's terrible. It's just the way it is. I didn't even see him. I saw the other car. I feel bad now because I kind of pulled out in front of him, or her, whichever one it is. Lots of hair, so I'm thinking her. But it could be a guy. I don't know. I shouldn't judge like that. I don't mean, it's not judging in a bad way. It's just judging away. But anyway, so yeah, there's a yard sale sign. I'll load all the pieces. So anyway, yeah. Oh, I gotta go this way because that road's out. What the? Oh, I'm not doing that. That bridge is out up there. All right. Well, I'll just go the long way. That's a bummer. Well, yeah. So, yeah, I sold another one of those spools of string, $10.99. You know, I was at Walmart last night and I showed my mom the sign. Not my mom. Not my mom. I showed my wife. I showed my wife my where I got those. They still had the tickets up for $2. And I said, see, it says was $7.38 or something like that. And I said, I'm selling them for $10.99. So now, granted, I'm selling them $10.99 with free shipping. So, you know, they cost $2.60 or no, yeah, $2.60 each to ship. Unless I sell them in multiples. This one I just sold one of. So, yeah, what else did I sell? I sold what's in here? Oh, it's I might have showed it in one of the videos a while back. One of the haul videos was a red Luminark coffee mug. It was a nice kind of a cut glass. It's pressed glass, but it looks like cut glass. And it's Luminark. It was a, you know, like a ruby red kind of color. So I think I sold that for $8.99. But yeah, it's surprising to see that sale this morning. And what else was there? There was a week or so ago I sold one of those Beats, the Dr. Dre Beats speakers, but it's called a pill speaker. It's new in the box. I bought it at Walmart. I sold it there about a week or so ago, and actually I sold it one time. Is it the same thing? I sold it, and yeah, I sold it, and the guy didn't pay, and then I got an email from of nice going out, just riding my bike around. I mean, I live in the country, so it's not really a big deal. It's not, you know. Then I guess if you live in the city, you really don't think about it either. You know, it's just because it's just what it is. So, I guess you're more careful. But you should be careful in the country too, because there's a lot of morons don't know how to drive. Well, they really drive fast. And I know the GoPro makes me look like I'm speeding, but trust me, I'm not. I paid enough fines when I was younger that I don't want to pay no fines when I'm older. So, well, they tore that house down. I was gonna do a clean out on a house up right back there. One year, it was all overgrown, real bad. There was windows broken and stuff in it. You know, and I kept it cheap because there was a lot of decent looking stuff in there. You know, not all the windows were some of them, but there was a lot of looked like primitives and stuff like that. And at the time, I had an antique booth, so I probably could have made a lot of money on this stuff. So I kept my price cheap to clean it out, so I could get the clean out. But I don't think they wanted to pay me anything for cleaning it out. And I'm not doing that. So I didn't get the clean out. Now the whole house is all torn down. I don't know if somebody else cleaned it out or what, but the house is gone. There's nothing there. Weeds and trees. That's been happening a lot up here, I've noticed. You know, a lot of folks have come up here in the past and come up here and bought property and lived up in the country, you know. And they raise their kids up here, and then the kids grow up and they leave. You know, they want to go somewhere else where there's something to do all the time. Like Florida, you know, where they can go yard selling every day of the year. So they leave the area, and they, you know, maybe some of them might come back when they get married and have kids or whatever, but a lot of them don't. And then the folks, you know, either folks pass away and the kids don't come back and the property doesn't get maintained, and they think, well, someday I'm going to go back, and then they never go back. They never come back, and then the property just rots. You know, the house sits empty for a while. You know, the mice and the critters get in there, and porcupines, you know, they'll eat away at stuff, and it just doesn't last. So, you know, houses like to be lived in. You know, they like to be lived in. And people ain't gonna live in there. The critters are, and they just fall apart. I've been in enough houses that have been abandoned for a while, or even if they're foreclosed and it takes the banks a couple of years to get to them. It's I don't know. The houses just don't hold up. They just don't seem to hold up. They get to stinking and smelling awful weird, funny, and they just seem, well, they feel abandoned. You know, they just feel. It's hard to sell them. You really got to liven them up, and you really got to make them come alive again. You know, and you can do it. I mean, I've done it. You know, I've seen it happen. So, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Well, it's gonna be a little bit yet before I get over them yard sales, so I'm gonna just listen to some music, let you guys think of something else while I'm driving over there. So you have a great day, and keep listening. All right, bye. Well, I got over here to this town-wide yard sale, and there was quite a few sales. Wasn't really that much I was interested in. I bought a couple hats, Copenhagen hat, and I think it was a Ducks hat, a Mighty Ducks hat I bought. I don't know if I can reach him or not. There's a Copenhagen hat. It's a snapback, but Copenhagen. And what's the other one here? But yeah, Mighty Ducks hat. I don't know if they're any good or not. I bought those, and I got a shirt, just a shirt for myself, blue dry fit shirt for myself. bought a yellow Reebok. Bought a yellow Reebok dry fit. That's for myself. So, and then I went to a church, was having a sale. That was cheap. I bought a couple paperbacks that are in a part of a collection that I don't even know if they sell anymore, but they were cheap. And I bought a pair of Clarks and a pair of Echo's shoes, or Echo shoes. So yeah, and that's what. And I bought a couple of VHS tapes. I bought some Teletubbies. It's just two. I paid $1 for the pair. It was Teletubbies, which I'll lot up with other Teletubbies, and a Barney, which I'll lot up with Barneys as well. So, and I bought some brownies, which I didn't want to buy, and well, I was hungry, so I should have ate better before I left the house this morning. But it was the church, so it was okay. And that was about all I got. I saw a bunch of Scrubs. Some of them were Looney Tunes and Peanuts, and they were only $1 a piece, and they were nice. But it's not my niche. It's not my. I don't know that much about them. I know you can sell them, so I didn't mess with them. Like I said, I got plenty of stuff, so I just didn't really want to mess with them. And what else was there? There was a couple things I saw. Nobody had stuff priced. It was really bad. I mean, none of the sales I went to were priced. The guy had a bag full of Xbox, old Xbox, original Xbox controllers, and a couple other gadgets in there for the Xbox. But he had no price on them, so I just didn't feel like asking. I just didn't feel like it. I don't really want to buy anything anyway, so I don't even know what I'm doing out. So, well, I gotta go to the post office, so that's why I'm out. But other than that, I mean, that's all I got. So that was my day. Saw my wife driving through town on her way to her next cleaning job. So she keeps talking about wanting to sell on eBay, but she's tired when she gets home. So it's, I think we've all faced that when we were working for a living and trying to build up our eBay. It's hard to work to do that, and she cleans, so I mean she works really hard, and so she's sore when she gets home and she's tired. She makes good money, I mean, so she's happy with that, but yeah, it's tough because she really wanted to go to these yard sales and she didn't get to go. So tomorrow tomorrow there's going to be more sales over there, but it's June, so we're going to a wedding. It's June, everybody goes to weddings in June, so we won't be able to make that. And yeah, so that's about it. I think I'm done for today. I'm gonna drive over to town and well, I saw somebody cleaning out a storage unit, having a little sale, so I stopped in there, and I picked up this case for cassette tapes. Not cassette tapes. I was asking about cassette tapes, but that's for 45 records. It was $1 for that, and then they had 3 of these old Tron 45 records with. It might be a 33 1/3 record. I don't know, but it's got a book with it. These old ones. There was 3 of them. They were $1 a piece, so I took them. And then there was a Polaroid, the one step or whatever they're called, in a carry case, nice and clean, and it had an unopened pack of film in it. So, and he wanted $5 for that. So. Yeah, that's a good deal, so I took that. So I had $9 and bought them. I did stop at another sale, but all I found was it looked like an estate sale, but it was cleaned out. I found a green oatmeal battered, and it was 50 cents. It's got a few little scratches in it, utility scratches and stuff, but other than that, and I don't know if that's any good or not, but I just grabbed it because I'd like to try to grab at least something from a yard sale when I'm out. So, even if I have to redonate it. But anyway, so yeah, that was my little side ones I wasn't expecting, so